Pharmagreen Biotech is specializing in tissue culture starter plantlet production. And so with me is the CEO, Peter Wojcik, to explain exactly what that means. So Peter, I guess just give me an overview. What is Pharmagreen all about?
Yes, Pharmagreen, we're a highly specialized biotech company where we developed proprietary processes to produce starter plantlets for overall the agriculture sector, predominantly the cannabis industry.
Okay. Now you are CEO of the company, or are you a founder? Can you give me some of your background?
Yes, I am the founder as well as the CEO of the company. And what got me involved in this company to get it started, my background is I come from a medical family background, father still practicing cardiologist. Unfortunately, mother contracted stage 4 cancer about 15 years ago, which led me to the development of cannabis extracts, capsulating them and treating the disease. We successfully put her in remission, which started me into the path of getting further involved in this industry and helping individuals.
Interesting. So you have a personal angle here. I mean, was your mother helped by cannabis?
Yes, she was. Actually, the extracts did put her in remission for well over 12 years. The cancer came back. It was fed quite well. But we did, over the last decade, have done on a philanthropic effort to help people and to study the efficacy and dosages as cannabis relates in helping people who are diagnosed with stage 4 cancer.
Okay. Well, I understand that Pharmagreen Biotech is in the business of providing high-quality starter cannabis plantlets. We talked a little bit about this in the intro through the proprietary tissue culture process, Chivaprid. Am I saying that right? And can you explain what that means?
Yes, Chivaprid was developed by Dr. Fazia Afrine. The process is brand new to the tissue culture industry. Tissue culture has been around for 40 years, but the innovations that we're doing in the what's called the micropropagation, or the making of the starter plantlets, traditionally a 4-step micropropagation process, Dr. Fazia Afrine developed a process where we can do it in 3 stages. What does that mean? It simply means we can produce more plantlets in less space, less time, and therefore at a much more efficient cost basis.
Okay, so that's just the thing. It makes the process much more efficient to help with the business.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And why is tissue culture better than farmers just using seeds or clones?
Tissue culture is it's a scientific process, whereas seeds, if you grow the seeds, they're all never the same. There is a genetic, what we refer to as genetic drift when you're developing seeds. With clones, they're done in a greenhouse type manner, and they're basically cloning method is taking the tips of a living plant material and taking the tips. A good analogy is like cut yourself once it hurts, cut yourself 500 times and you'll go into septic shock. Well, the same thing occurs to living plant. Tissue culture is done with 0 stress factors because it's done in a clean room lab environment, and therefore whether you make 1 or 2 of them, they're all, or a trillion of them, they're always the best genetics that science can provide.
Then how many of these starter plantlets can you produce and sell in the biotech complex that you're building?
We can produce hundreds of thousands of plantlets, and we also build the facility in such a way that it's scalable. So as the demand grows, we can grow with the demand and provide much larger supply.
Okay. And then what other things might you use the biotech complex for?
Well, the biotech complex isn't only just for tissue culture production as a facility. We also have other proprietary technologies. A very important one to mention is the live storage of plant strains. So we can put the plant species in kind of an indefinite suspended growth state using the tissue cultures in cold temperatures. So this allows us a brand new service to the industry where we can store indefinitely individual surprise strains that they've developed as well.
Okay. And then also, I mean, I understand you're going to be doing a capital raise for the company. So what do you plan to do with that money? Do you have a target amount that you're looking for?
Yes, we're looking to raise $15 million. The first $5 million is slated towards the acquisition of the asset, enhancement of that existing asset, and the 10 million is slated towards the production of the biotech complex, where our initial stage of development is to develop an extraction facility so we can process some of the raw hemp biomass to high quality CBD oils in the first year, as well as to start the initial production of the tissue cultures for duplication and sale in year 2.
And then where can viewers learn more about the project?
The best to learn about our project would be on pharmagreen.ca, our website, as well as the social media channels that we just started to actively work on so we can spread the message more direct and faster to our shareholders.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Peter. Best of luck.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.